of a situation where um, Tyson Fury was going to be fighting, I think, Vladimir Klitschko,
Mhm.
and they were going to call the fight off because they said like the floor was like too springy or too soft or
Mhm.
something, and everyone was like, "Why are you being ridiculous, etc." And he was like, "No, no, I'm not going to do this. That's what he likes.
Mhm.
That's perfect conditions for him."
Mhm.
Do you agree that there are like some tactics that are going on in the background as well?
Boxing more so, um, because again, fighters have a bit more say, especially if it's you're partnered with the organizer or it's your show, so to speak. You're the favorite, blah blah blah. So there's definitely a bit more of that in boxing. MMA, no, not really. It's a lot more difficult to have things your way. But yeah, those things do make a difference. Like an easy visual for me to give people is in tennis, you have people on is it the gravel, and then you have people on like the
Uh,
turf. Some people are way better on one than they are in the other. So you see maybe even a drastic. They can play the same person, and it be such a drastic difference because of the terrain that they're on.
mm,
And it's the same for us. Like he's saying if he's not accustomed to such a spongy thing, it's going to sap his legs. He's going to get way more tired way more quickly. Therefore, he puts himself in a lot more danger against somebody so talented. So yeah, he's very right to be aware of these things. Some guys, especially again in boxing, it's down to the gloves. They're like, nope, you can't wear those type of gloves. You have to wear these
mm,
gloves, and it's always normal. Like our managers and coaches will go into your changing room to watch you wrap your hands. No, we don't. We can't accept those wraps. Even down to the wraps,
yeah.
you can't wrap it like that. It has to be done differently. No, you have to change the gloves, and there's a war that these are things that nobody sees. There's
Mm,
battles and arguments behind stage before you even walked out.
wow.
So yeah, these things do matter a lot, and you need to have again even down to that side of things. You need to have a strong coach, strong team supporting you to make sure things are as much things are on in your favor. For example, there are guys that get to big fights, and I still don't understand how this happens, but they get to big fights. I'm gonna use myself as an example. One of my opponents, my past opponents, who was coming in for the weigh-in, he was chilling on the couch. So we all the fighters to kind of sit down and then one by one go up to do their weights. So this is before the public weigh-in. So he's chilling on the couch over there, and he just like Kush. He had his headphones on. He's just lying down. Da, da, da. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's obviously made weight. I've just finished making my weight, so I'm waiting to go on. I jump on the scales. Perfect. Boom. Bang on. No problem. Go and sit down. Uh, Go and start to rehydrate. One of the organizers comes over, speaks to my coach. My coach is like, nope, don't care. Not happening. So I'm like, what's happening? He's come over to me. He's like, they're saying that he's dry, which means he's struggling he's not sweating anymore. And it's like a kilo and a half over. Now, we can, he's obviously, like I said, the fact that I've walked in and he's just chilling and not trying to even continue making weight says that he's like, just gonna go to, I'm gonna, because you get a 20% pay cut that goes to your opponent. So he's like, I'll accept the pay cut, is what he's going through, because the win means more sometimes.
Mm,
And that weight advantage makes a difference because when we rehydrate now, remember, I've dropped down a little bit lower than you. When we rehydrate, you're that much bigger than me. So those small things play a part. And my coach is like, we won't fight. And it takes a strong person to be like, we've just done all of this because not only are you disappointing the organization, but me as well. Your own fighter. Again, if you've got a weak coach and they fall into that pressure of like, oh man, I know you've done all this. I've just made weight. I've just made weight as well. Stress and making weight is a headache. Stress my body out, stress yourself out to make the weight. And then he's like, we're not going to fight. You know what I mean? It's like,
mm,
yep, no, we're not going to fight. And that's it. It's like, all that work that you put in, it's very difficult to say to somebody, especially when the opponent's there. It's like, I don't, as a fighter, it's like 2 kgs don't mean nothing.
yeah,
I don't, 5 kgs don't mean
yeah,
like I just want to fight.
yeah.
But you need people in your corner that's going to be like, we're not having that. And we made him make that weight.
Wow.
He sat there, watched him for 2 hours, stressing himself out
Yeah,
that much more
yeah.
before the fight. And he made the weight, of course. had to do it, and obviously he's gonna be that much more flat now. It's
Yeah.
actually U-turned on him.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he's obviously accustomed to people just give it like, okay, no problem, I'll just take the fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, these small things are important.
What was the outcome of that then?
Oh yeah, I won the fight. Yeah.
We
I
got
won
the
the
win,
fight. I
bro.
won the fight. I won the fight. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just there are some people that to play those kind of tactics. I never understand unless it's like a really last minute fight. I never understand when fighters. I find it just so unprofessional when a fighter can't make weight. I know how difficult it is to make weight, but if you've accepted the fight with you understand the time frame, it's your fault. Regardless of how
Yeah.
difficult it is, it's only your
You've had to
fault.
go through it.
You've had everyone goes through it. You're doing exactly the same thing as me, and what makes it even worse is in the build up to the fight, because we're getting close now. Let's say even the last week when everybody's now let's say we're in the States, where both fighters are in the States. There's at some point in that week, you know you're not gonna make the weight. Let's have a conversation. Tell your coach, come to my coach. Look, we're not gonna make the weight. You tell your fighter not to stress out. It doesn't matter because we're the ones fighting. So I didn't have to lose that much weight. I could have stayed 1.5 kilos up. We could have arranged because it's not for a belt, we could have arranged a catch weight.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. And so, but you waited for me to make the weight to then tell me. So again, it's like trying to keep those little advantages. And again, you have to have the right
That feels
team.
like it's cheating, bro.
Yeah, again, every little advantage helps. And if your team, are used to getting away with something, they're gonna try it again.
Are there a certain type of fighters that try and do these tactics?
It happens all the time. I can't name random people, but it happens. It happens all the time.
Yeah. How much does drugs play in the sport of UFC? I know there's VADA testing and stuff like that in boxing. I don't know what the rules are in UFC. Do you get testing done?
I got drug tested 2 weeks ago. Put it this way, since I've joined the UFC, I've been drug tested 5 times. They don't play games. Like I literally got stepped off the plane the other day, got home, and the guy's like, "Yeah, we called. I'm waiting outside your house." It's like, all right, cool, whatever. You just
we need some of your pee.
Yeah, they literally and you have to do a 3-month in advance, know where you're gonna be type thing.
Yeah.
So I have to tell everybody exactly where I'm gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna be week to week, so that's difficult for me. But I try to do that generic. So as long as I haven't gone too far, they have a certain time frame that if they've called you, that you have to get over to them. So it's, God forbid I was to get called right now. It's like I got to go back across London to go and, but then he'd have to wait because it's like, yeah, I've stepped out. Things can happen, but they mark it all down. So it again, I'm sure there are ways to get around stuff because that's only human for people to think about. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So yeah, I don't see it's too much of a issue now. Back in the day, yeah, it was.
Okay. So you've gone from Bellator to bare knuckle fighting, and then from there, did you have any more fights, or did you go straight into UFC?
I had one more fight. So it was cool the way it kind of worked out because having that bare knuckle fight sent alarm bells across MMA because everyone's like, "Oh, he's a free agent."
Right.
Not realizing Bellator allowed me to do a fight. Okay. And I was still contracted to Bellator.
Right.
But it meant everybody showed their hand very quickly. So I had contacts from the UFC, contacts from the PFL, contacts from this. Like everyone's like, "Yo, what's going on? What's going on?" Like everyone's like, "Oh, is he free? Is he free? We want to talk to him. We want to talk to him." And it's like, "Oh, he's not, but we'll get back to you as soon as." It's like, well, now we know you're interested. Now you know you're curious, which was it wasn't intentional. It just so happened to land that way, but it worked out really well for me. So I went back. I had one more fight after that, which again I damaged a guy.
That in bare knuckle or
that was in MMA back in Bellator.
Okay.
It lasted 26 seconds or 27 seconds, something like that. But again, and I don't know how I keep doing this, but it's not intentional, I swear. But I landed a kick on a guy, and it split his patella. His knee basically just again, I don't get it because I don't feel like I'm that tough. I'm a bit bony, but I don't feel like I'm that tough.
You
But
ripped Cyborg's
that's what I
head
mean.